Excited to share with you some Instagram training. And so this is just a brief walkthrough of Instagram and why you need to be using it in your business. So this isn't going to be a full tutorial on the basics of Instagram, but just a walkthrough to kind of share with you what you need to be doing on Instagram and why it's important. So Instagram is one of the biggest platforms there is, and it's owned by Facebook. So it's not an app or a company that's going to be doing well today and gone by tomorrow, right? They're a publicly held company. They need to generate revenue, and so they're constantly innovating ways for users to interact with Instagram. And so as a business owner, someone with a product or service, you have a lot of opportunity to get in front of not only a lot of people, but the right people. People who are going to be most likely to buy your products and services. And so you're going to use Instagram to interact and engage with those who are most likely to buy your products or services, right? And so this is just my personal profile here, but I wanted to give you a brief walkthrough because Instagram's my personal favorite place to create traffic, capture leads, and get more potential sales, right? So you can use Instagram to either drive traffic and leads to a landing page where you're capturing leads or directly to your product or service. I personally like to capture a lead first and then send them my offer or business on the back end. So as you can see, this is just my personal profile. This is where you're going to post your pictures at. And so there's 5 different buttons at the bottom that you can tap to locate different things. So you have your profile, which is the far right. And then you have notifications, which are the hearts. So this is where you get your follows or your notifications. Post is in the middle with the plus sign. And then far left is where your feed is. So depending on who you follow, this is what they're posting, right? So you can interact with them. You can double tap to like and engage with them. And then in the second to the left is your search and explore. And this is where you essentially find your targeted audience at, right? So you're going to want to make sure that you have, that you know who your target audience is and who is most likely to buy from you, right? Because if you present your offer to someone that's not likely to buy from you, it doesn't matter how incredible your product is, right? So you want to make sure that you present it to the right people. So this is where your search and explore is. So search, and you have suggested users. Hey, look, it's Alfredo Delgado right there. All right, so already following Alfredo. And you have people here. So if you're searching, you can search for anyone here. You can even search entrepreneur. And top entrepreneurs are going to come. So this is actually one of my other profiles too. And you're going to search tags and places. So these are places that could be in your local area. So depending on if you're promoting a car product or service, you might want to target people who already have cars, right? If you're targeting people who are in network marketing, who might also want to sell your products, then maybe you search network marketing, right? You search other businesses that are most likely to interact with your profile and want to buy your products or services, right? So here's your hashtags, different things like that. And we're going to go through that in the next training. But again, I just want to give you a brief walkthrough. Instagram is absolutely incredible. I get a ton of engagement without needing a huge advertising budget and without having to spend a ton of time fiddling with the app and being on here all day, right? You just have to stick to a couple basics and be really consistent with it, right? Making sure you're posting often, using hashtags, and using calls to action to get your audience to click the link in your bio, right? That's your goal, is to get people to not only follow you, but click the link in your bio so that they can either become a lead or a potential buyer of your product or service, right? So thank you for checking this video out, and jump on Instagram. It's going to give you a huge advantage over everybody else, and I will see you on the next training.